live action. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a great Thursday.
Oh, man.
Thank you for tuning in to our Crossroads Daily broadcast. We've been doing real good about getting on Monday through Friday here the last few weeks. So
we're a little late today. It's almost 2. We've been cleaning, and Mike's been playing with a blower thing.
Yeah, blowing dust. I found something better than sweeping, one of them little leaf blowers. You can blow the heck out of things with that. Well, I've been over there.
So that's what we've been doing this morning.
Stuff. So, yeah, I got dust all over me. But got the door, the double doors set and all that. So let's get a little carpet down the hallway, and that little project will be finished.
Yes, praise the Lord.
There on the inside, got a little work on the outside to do, but thank the Lord for that. We'll be back in Matthew 6 again today. We talking about everyday life. Don't worry about our clothes or what we're going to wear, what we're going to drink, what we're going to eat. Life is more than food. Yesterday we talked about the birds, and it said our Father feeds them, and we are more valuable than they are. Can all your worries add a single moment to your life? Verse 28, we're going to skip down to it today. It says, and why worry about your clothing? In our society today, that's a big one for a lot of people. The name brand, everything's got to look just right, and all that stuff like that. So why worry about your clothing? Look at the lilies of the field. So we looked at birds on our food. Now we're looking at the lilies of the field and how they grow. They don't work or make their clothing, yet Solomon, the fanciest dresser dude we have in the Bible, in all his glory was not dressed as beautifully as they are. And if God cares so wonderfully for wildflowers that are here today and thrown into the fire tomorrow, he will certainly care for you. That's very important to remember. He will certainly care for you. Why do you have so little faith? So if you look at this, he's equating when you have worry to not having faith.
Yep.
And in that, because when you're worrying about it, you're saying God can't take care of this situation. He can't clothe me. He can't feed me now. You can't, and again, he used the birds and the wildflowers and all of that. He's using nature because everybody, even if you live in town, you still see birds flying around, and there's flowers, or people's got flower pots at home or whatever.
Right.
They grow, but yet he said God takes care of them, and they're beautiful and destroyed. But he said, you're more valuable than they are. You mean more to him. You're more beautiful than they are. And he said that he will certainly care for you. So why do you have so little faith? When you think that there's things out of our control and out of our reach we can't remember, put your faith in God, put your trust in God, because he cares about you. And he proved that to you through his son, Jesus Christ. And so when we let worry and fear and doubt and all of this come in about our everyday life, it cripples our faith. And that's what I believe Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy is our faith. Because without faith, it's impossible to please God.
It is.
It's by faith and through grace we're saved. You have to believe. You didn't see Jesus, touch Jesus, feel Jesus like his disciples got to do when he was resurrected. We take it by faith. Mm-hmm. And then we take that grace that he done. We take the shed blood by faith because we don't actually get to physically see that. And so it's all through faith. And so when we don't have faith, we can't please God. No, and so when we worry, when we have doubt, that's not pleasing to God, because we're telling God, you're not big enough. You don't care enough. You've not proven yourself to be able to handle my situation, so I've got to worry about it. And again, worry is one of the most, we talk about, we've got Gay Pride Month going on. Everybody's arguing about the gay pride flag and all of this stuff and battling on Facebook over it. And we've got all these other issues, the Second Amendment issues, back the school shooting in Uvalde and then the shooting at Tulsa at the St. Francis campus up there and all. So now we're back going to argue about gun control and everything, instead of looking to God and turning to him.
That's right.
and putting our faith in that and doing. There are physical things we need to do. Schools need to be a whole lot more secure in them. Locked doors would have saved a lot of issues and problems in a lot of situations, and just simple as that. Sometimes people forget. Sometimes locks fail. There is no foolproof system on this planet that somebody can't figure out a way around or destroy it. But I tell you, God is the only foolproof system that we can put our faith and our trust in. And when we do that, when man fails, when society fails, when a physical system fails, a door doesn't lock, a camera doesn't catch an intruder, the police don't show up in time. When the police do show up, they may not handle the situation correctly as they're trying to make snap decisions in a high stress situation, and they do the wrong thing. God will never fail. And he's always taking care of his people. I want to read this again and get Kelly's input on it. It said, if God cares so wonderfully for the wildflowers that are here today, gone tomorrow, he will certainly care for you. Why do you have so little faith? So Kelly, what's some things you use when you have struggle with this to make sure that you remember that God cares for you?
Well, a lot of times I just get out and walk and look at nature, and you can see when you walk in nature, and I take the side by side sometimes and go down in the pasture behind our house and everything, and the wildflowers that are out there are just so amazing, and it's only God that can do things like that. And then this year I have not had the luxury of planting a flower bed because just so many different things went wrong this year. But I was walking out there yesterday and looked, and flowers are coming up from my previous year, and they weren't perennials, they were annuals, but they're coming back up, and I was just so thankful. He reminds us daily, if we will just look for the things that he is putting before us, how good he is to us. Yes, bad things do happen, but he's still a good God, and he still cares about us, and he still loves us, and he wants us to depend on him, and that's what I'm doing. I'm dependent on him, and a lot of people will say, oh, you just have your head in the sand. I may have my head in the sand, but I have my hand in Jesus, and that's where I want to keep my hand. I want my hand to be in the hand of the one who made the world, and that's just who I am.
And God hasn't changed, and God hasn't
He has
moved.
not changed.
We're the one that has changed and moving and
Yes.
away from him. Not everybody. Some people stand real close and hanging on, trusting, faith. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but an overwhelming majority of the people have taken, that go to church,
Yes.
have taken, I'm not talking about the world, because we'll talk about the unbelieving part of it tomorrow, Lord willing.
Right.
But people just get so wrapped up in the right now and not looking to God and trusting God and believing in God and stuff through that hard time. You know, they wait till it's at crisis mode, but if you do that every day, it keeps a lot of the
It wears
crisis
your-
mode out.
yeah.
Not saying it's not still tough to deal with
That's
or
right.
battle or life-threatening at times. I'm not saying that. But when the life-threatening situation, the crushing financial burden hits, the health deal that doctors don't know what to do or can't figure out what's wrong, whether it's in you or a loved one or whatever, that God has still got it. And
He
God's
has
still
still
got
got
you in the palm of his hand, and no man can pluck us out.
Nope.
We can jump. If we want to
we
leave
do.
God and jump out, God doesn't say, but he's right there with his
No.
hand open and say, come back,
Hey,
turn around.
yeah.
Goodness and surely goodness mercy is following you,
Yeah.
but you've got to turn around and receive it.
Just
So,
like that prodigal son.
yep,
You know, he's standing there waiting for us just to turn around and come back and fall in his lap.
yep, he is. He has a lot going. God's got a lot going on all the time, but he's still able to handle all of it, and he
Yes,
never
he
gets
does.
behind in that. He knows exactly what to do and how to do it and what to do in that. So God bless you. Thank you for tuning in today. Hope that you're having a great Wednesday. Thursday. I got Wednesday in my mind
We're
from last
Thursday
night.
today.
Yeah, we had a great group of people to come help last night, feed the
Thank you,
kids, had
Jesus.
good food. Had beef stew and chicken noodles and homemade cornbread and stuff for the kids, homemade desserts. It was good. Kids ate it up. Had a good group of kids last night. Appreciate the van drivers, again, the kids,
Yes,
the support and
thank
safety
you
team
so
that was
much.
here, the cooks, people that cleaned up and all that. Our teachers, Karen Wilson was here with their little kids in junior high youth. Zach Heppensberger was here last night with their senior high youth. So appreciate them coming over and teaching and sharing with the kids for their Bible portion of it. God bless you. I hope you have a great Thursday. Again, don't forget, service coming up this Sunday, 9/11. We'd love to have you come worship in-house with us. If you can't get here for whatever reason, or you're watching this out of state or in-state, but you're too far away to get here, you can get us on our YouTube and our Facebook page that this is on. You can get on that, click on it, watch it live at 9 and 11. We'll be there. Also, coming up, some events coming up on Saturdays, June 18th. That's not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We are having a concealed carry class here at the church, so we still have some slots open for that. You want to come, that kicks off at 8 o'clock. If you could call us and text us, let us know you're coming. That would be great. But even at the last month, if you can, we'll have room. We print up extra tests and stuff for that just to have on hand, or order extra tests, excuse me. We'll have that. And then on June 25th, that Saturday morning at 8 o'clock to kick off our Freedom Celebration, we're having a meeting in the Oilton City Park. We're going to be remembering our veterans, especially our Vietnam veterans. We're going to be reading off the names of veterans that have served. If you have a deceased veteran in your family, send us information, or a veteran, whatever. We'll read off their name and their date of service and what branch of the service they served in. If they're a Vietnam vet, if you know where they were stationed at in Vietnam, over there, we're going to read that off as well and recognize those Vietnam vets that are in the crowd as well. So then we're going to walk from the park up here to the church, which is a 3-mile little walk. So if you can't walk that far, want to walk part way, we'll have vehicles to pick you up and bring you on. We get here to the church. We're going to eat breakfast then after that. So, and just have time of fellowship. We'll dismiss, go home, come back at 7 o'clock for the Freedom Celebration that night, shoot off fireworks and have some games, have hot dogs and stuff, and just have some games set up for the kids to play, people talking and fellowshipping on the ground. So that's all happening on June 25th. So come out for that morning. We'd love to have you at the Ulton City Park to recognize, remember our veterans, and we'll walk from the park out here to the church, and we'll eat a little breakfast, and then we'll come back that evening for our fireworks and games and just fun family time. So again, concealed carry class on the 18th of June. That is not this Saturday, next Saturday. Kick that class off at 8:30. You want to get it a little early? We always have coffee, and I've got Chris from Sweet Perks that'll make us some cinnamon rolls and some cookies and some muffins. You want to have a cup of coffee and grab a cinnamon roll for the class starts. We'll break for lunch and all that, and we'll come back and finish up that class. We'll go to the range. The range is right here on our church property, so we don't have to go anywhere to shoot. We'll just move down from the classroom down to the range, and we can handle all that for you on that day. Even if you have your concealed carry class, if you'd like to take a basic pistol class, we'll be doing that in conjunction with that. Come on for that. We'd love to have you come up and take part of that as well. So God bless you. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Remember, it's faith over fear, Christ over crisis, and you can remain calm in your chaos. So have a great, great Thursday.